So I'm in school right now, first week. Tomorrow will be my fourth day, and it's pretty good. Um, I'm not having as much problems as I did uh, last year or even a couple semesters ago. Um, so I think this year will be a good year. There's only like one class I'm kind of nervous about, but it's not a biggie, but I'm not trying to fail anything. But I did wanted to talk about something a little bit more, talk about something constructive before my trial on Adobe expires. Um, Probably just make a couple quick videos because it's raining right now and I don't want to look crazy. Try talking to talk to myself on the while it's raining and shit. But I wanted to talk about stupidity and feminism. With this whole gender equality of, a girl can do anything a guy can do. And okay, yeah, nobody's saying that girls can't do, things that guys can't do. I mean, you have girls that can, can hunt, girls that know how to shoot guns really well. There's girls who can do things in dominated fields that men are stereotyped to do. But, a lot of these dumb feminists, you know, want to push physical sports into the mix and say that, oh, damn. They want to say, oh, well, you know, men and female aren't that different. And so they want to push this, stupid things like in this article that I found on Huffington Post about, oh, you know, women should, the WNBA should play with the boys team. The girls should play with the boys team. And I'm like, if it's for like a little fun and games, like PE, nothing really competitive. I can see that, but I feel like the stupidity with girls is that women act oddly super depressed, oppressed when it comes to sports. And I always seen this when I always watch a lot of these inequality documentaries that I can find on the internet, and they would always talk to young girls about um, they always talk to young girls, and the girls would always bring up something about sports, about how the guys don't allow them to play, and how they have to watch on the sideline, or they don't get a chance to play with the ball, stuff like that. You know, I don't really call that oppression. I just kind of just think like, okay, how boys play. Uh, Having a girl on a team can derail the momentum of the game because you're gonna have guys who are like, you need to treat her like a dandelion, and you have guys who are gonna say, mow her over. She needs to get out of the way. You know, because it just doesn't work because there's morality that comes into play. There's ethics, you know, and guys don't play with girls competitively, and I don't understand why feminists make a big deal out of nothing. You know, but they'll start backpedaling once you start talking craziness about um girls uh boxing. Like imagine two people boxing. A female versus a male. Let's see. They'll start backpedaling real quick when you start doing that. I was gonna throw in wrestling, but there are female wrestlers who can play with the boys. But there's just certain sports and just certain places where or activities where a girl and a guy doesn't need to be in the mix. You know. I'm not a big basketball fan, but come on, we have bigger things to worry about, and feminists want to bring up stupid shit like, oh, girls need to be on the boys' team. How come, the girls can't play with the boys? It's like, you know, it, it's it's just how it is, okay? It's just how it is. We make it into a bigger problem than whatever it is, or people assume it to be, and it's not really a big deal. And I don't know why I made this video, but you know, this so-called oppression that girls face in sports isn't a big deal. You know, I don't know, why they're so eager to play with the boys. I understand some girls can take a bruising, some girls can take a fall, but it's like it's just the way how a lot of guys are and a lot of guys see women is that they see girls as dandelions and they don't want to hurt them. They don't want to um beat them up too bad, They might let them win, they don't want to crush their spirit and stuff like that. I remember when I was playing soccer, the sometimes the boys would practice with the girls, and I remember the girls we were practicing like girls versus the boys, and the game it just felt so weird because it's like, and the funny thing is like the girls soccer team when it comes to they're kind of better than the boys, but the thing is that there's an unfair advantage on how the anatomy of males are, and there's an unfair advantage of the guys are going to be better and stronger than the girls. Well, you know, but but the thing is that on paper, technically the girls are, were better than the guys. But the thing is, you can't really equate that. You can't really make a comparison because uh, the standards are different. The opponents are different. They don't play the same. And so it just kind of felt weird, practicing, a match between girls versus boys. It's just a completely, overkill game to where, you can't be as aggressive as you want to be. You're worrying about ethics and you're like, let her get the ball. You have to sometimes treat them like kids. Sometimes it's like, it doesn't work. Equality doesn't work. And the thing, especially gender equality, and I don't understand why females are making a big deal, especially black women who are coming up with false cases that, oh, sports is so sexist because women can't do this. I don't know why black women are always on the forefront of this shit, but it's not a big deal, you know. And we really need to accept it and just say, hey, there's some things that girls can do better than guys. There's some things guys can do better than girls, and there's some things that um, guys and girls can both do, but not together. We just really need to accept and respect different genders, and stop believing in all this bullshit of, oh, we're all the same despite our anatomy. We're all the same despite the hormones. And it's like, just accept that you're different, but you have something that you can put on the table. I'm not sitting here with a bunch of females trying to convince them that I'm no different than them. I accept my difference. I'm not bitching and moaning about equality. I don't want to be equal to a female. And a female shouldn't inspire to be equal to a man, but we live in such a backwards society, and it's not just with the black community. We also see through media, which is aiding these white feminists into with this whole propaganda of gender equality. We need to end misogyny. Eh, we really did. This case in point, we just need to accept our differences. Just live with it. There's nothing wrong with being a female. There's nothing wrong with being a male, and we should just accept it as that.